I thought we were coming away for I was going to say dirty weekend. I can't cover too much info. We're going to go away for a romantic weekend for my birthday. And we pulled in to the car park yesterday, and David and Selena pulled up behind us. I knew there was something on.
I was going to a wedding.
Yeah, and that was the first hit. Seriously, I thought, oh shit, what's on here? And even though I speak a fair bit professionally, I'm as nervous as all get personally. I'm quite shy, really. I sort of go out of it when I put the suit on and go out into the world, and I'm happy to talk and network, but I really struggle with it personally, so I was really, really anxious. And then she said, oh, we've got to go down to the Honeysuckle pub. This was yesterday. Oh, we're meeting someone. God, who the hell's that? And then we went down and she took a call or a text or something to say that we were late getting in. I had a job to go and do, go and sign some wills. And we were walking back and ran into the van, and then I knew further there was something wrong. So, and Pete over here, I've been talking to this guy every day for the last freaking 4 months. And I can't believe it, I haven't seen him for... Oh, we called in whatever long weekend it was, Easter long weekend. So, and most of you I've spoken to in the last couple of weeks, so you've kept it secret very, very well. But I've been anxious, and then Arlene said, oh, there's something at bloody 4:30, 4:45, you can't drink. What the heck? And I thought, it's got to be a car thing, right? No alcohol. And I'm thinking, where's the V8 supercar track in Newcastle? Probably it's a 50-minute taxi ride. So I drew the conclusion that it was a bloody go-kart event or something. And then we pull up down in the industrial estate, and it says Hunter Cruises?
Hunter Super Cruise.
Hunter Super Cruises. We're going out in the boat. I'm going to be doing a jet ski out in the water. And the guy running it turns up, lovely bloke, Dave, and Arlene said, oh, John's been a bit nervous about it. What's going on? He said, I'll show you. So he pulls up this bloody big roller door, and there's this beautiful yellow Lambo, which was very, very sexy to drive. But, yeah, the adrenaline's still pumping through the system. It's a guy thing. It's not all guys, but for those of us that like driving motor cars, let me tell you, it's the most fun you can have outside the bedroom without people. Sorry, Arlene. Anyway, yeah, fantastic. And I knew there was something odd tonight. She told me, because she'd been taking texts and getting deliveries and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, God, there'll be a talk, I don't want to do that, and all that. And I walked in, and for what it's worth, I am so absolutely overwhelmed by who's here. I mean, last night, when we came back, we had dinner with the family, you know, and it's been fantastic that 4 of my brothers have, or 3 of my brothers have turned up. The others can't because they're working in WA and whatever. Just wonderful, fantastic that Mum and Dad could come down, just beside myself, really. And I really didn't expect anything at all. I thought we'd have a quiet dinner. I know you've been diligently working away in the background, whatever you've been doing, making things and talking to people, and it's a credit to you, darling. Thank you. And when I walked in and saw the faces, God, I don't want to miss anybody, but you know, we've got family, we've got friends, we've got business colleagues, people I've known for 20, 30 years, since I was a wee strap of a lad, who I respect immensely. Family, I mean, being 60, you're allowed to wax philosophical for a minute or two, and everybody gets bored witless by these types of conversations, but Matt's come up from Melbourne, I've got Lisa here, there he is, I couldn't see where he was. I mean, I'm very, very proud of the family, and very, very, oh, I'm going to cry, very, very blessed. Despite my best efforts to stuff it up in 60 years, like I have been the biggest dickhead you could ever imagine. Just ask Mum and Dad. I'm getting a few grey hairs, seriously. My 3 children, I'm so wonderfully proud of each and every one of them. And my beautiful granddaughters. And the reason I think that's happened, like I was an absent father, I was bloody hopeless through it. I was just struggling to cope, I wasn't there. They had a beautiful mother who I still love dearly. but some of who I am has come through to them, and that's because of the family I belong to. You know, my mum and dad, big extended family. There is something special about that big family scene. Good Catholics, I don't know what the hell it is, but we're a close family. We see a lot more of us now, don't we, than we used to say 10, 20, 30 years ago. But the older you get, the more you really understand who you can't change who you are. And that comes from when you're young. You're created and you're moulded when you're a kid, you know. And I've just been blessed, Mum and Dad, so thank you very much. And what a miracle. Who would have thought 60 years ago you'd be at a dinner, your eldest son's 60, and with a bit of luck you'll see a few more before you fall off your perch, you know. I hope so. I don't know how many friends. That's true. They've been clean living for a while. But when it's all said and done, the only thing that matters is your friends. The rest of it's bullshit. We get caught up in the crap of it all, and it creates all sorts of false anxieties, and I've been going through it. And yet, I get here, and I feel at home, and ultimately, your life is measured by the people who you love. It's measured by the people you spend time with, by your family and friends. So, I'm about to cut the cake, but I'd like to propose a toast. I know it's not a wedding, but the toast is to family and friends. Yeah. Family and friends. Thank you.
You're going to cry before you start.
Well, she's going to say, I was supposed to say thank you to everybody that helped, I suppose.
No. You don't know this. I want to say post a toast to a lady that was supposed to be here tonight. A couple of years ago we met a wonderful lady by the name of Kathy Jenkins. I sent her an email. She had been having breast cancer treatment over the last few years. I sent her an email in March to say John was having a birthday party, would you be interested in coming? She said, I would love to do that. Here's my address. A week later she passed away. So I'd just like to propose a toast to her, to Kathy up there. She was a fantastic photographer. She was getting along with her life, and I just thought that John didn't know this, that she was supposed to be here tonight. And I just wondered whether I could propose a toast to her. Kathy.
And the truth is, it's not just Kathy, it's all of our friends who we've lost. And that's what happens, you know, sad as it is. But you never lose them. The reality is that people live as long as we remember them. And that's the truth. So, yep. Thank you all for coming. Am I supposed to take the thingy off the top and cut it? What did I do with it? Knife.
We'll take a photo, see my friend made it.
Do I cut through both bits or just the top bit?
Top bit.
Ah, I thought Lisa would have made this in her Thermomix, but she hasn't.
I don't do anything like that.
Can't you make cakes in Thermomixes, darling?
It would not taste like that.
Is this thing cuttable?
Yeah.
There's gold things on the top of the cake that look like coins. Okay. Am I supposed to cut the whole thing? Or what?
No, just the top. You get them out there to do that usually.
Oh, yeah, put you in on there, Dale. Make for a nice photo.
Great. Perfect.
Beautiful.
All good? Thank you. We'll have some cake now. Goes well with red wine. So thank you all for making the effort to come along, and I'm so unbelievably appreciative. When I came in, there were so many faces that I had not even thought of. My family, I really appreciate it. Thank you all. Fresh, where's the way? Hey, the truth is, most of my friends are people I work with. I mean, is that good or bad? I don't know. But it means to spend too much time.
You know how awesome you are. Really.
The mothers may not know.
When you work with people, you get to know them, don't you? You know, and if you don't love them, you can't bloody work with them, for God's sake. I mean, you can, but I've always worked for myself, so you get a bit of choice around that. So, it's been good. I don't know what it's like when you work with someone, Pat. You get to like them?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, exactly. So, yeah. And young Joshua and Megan, who kept the secret pretty well. Supposed to be working this weekend. Yeah, right. I thought I was safe. You're going to serve up the cake or everyone helps themselves? Can't get on cake if you want it, eh?
Let's get that music happening again.
Yeah. Lily was whinging because her mum wouldn't let her go out and dance out there where the music was happening. And I said, talk to Uncle Matt and turn the music up.
Happening.
Let's do it. Uncle Matt.
When I walked back in from outside before, she was just cutting her own by herself anyway.
Yeah.
She was like that really creepy old dude who normally dances by himself. But,